copywriting. What should B2B copywriting do? B2B copywriting requires you to show, not tell. It's about creating a narrative that hooks into the pains that prevent a business being successful, demonstrating how your product or service helps to remove the barrier and why you're the best partner for the job. The uncomfortable truth, there's a lot of bad B2B copy out there. And the reason content fails is visible in the outcome it delivers. For example, the audience wasn't met where they're at, was left feeling confused about who the company is and what they offered, wasn't thought about in the content, or was bored and didn't read to the end, and they just weren't convinced that the company was the right fit for them. But notice how all these bullets are all about the audience. Sometimes it feels like there's a glitch in the B2B world where organizations get stuck talking about themselves, why they are an award-winning, innovative business, how they offer world-class solutions, and what makes them the perfect partner. The harsh truth is the audience only cares about themselves. B2B copywriting boils down to one thing: how you help a customer overcome their pain. It's really that simple, and there are 3 ways a professional B2B copywriter does this. The first is by making an emotional connection. You might think, but customers don't buy tech based on emotion. Well, they absolutely do, because it's how our brains are programmed to think. Just think of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Ultimately, people want to feel safe, respected, validated, and successful. Yes, when they make a purchase, it's with purpose: to make or save money, to save time or avoid effort, to overcome pain or leverage opportunity, and for social status. But people don't buy because they understand what you do. They buy because you make them feel understood. Remember, people buy based on emotion and then rationalize with facts. And those emotions can be positive or negative, but they must be high arousal emotions to evoke a physical reaction. For example, if you want people to feel excited, you want them to feel the butterflies of anticipation in their tummy. Or if it's anger you seek, you want them to feel tense with furrowed brow. When your audience feels, they take action. Secondly, B2B copywriting uses specialist techniques. To be successful, B2B copywriting needs to engage and convert the audience. To achieve this, the content itself needs to be interesting and relevant, but of equal importance is how that information is presented. Professional copywriters do this using several techniques, including structure. There's a core structure that sits at the heart of all B2B copy, but put simply, there is before, where your customer is now, the as-is picture with all the pain points and challenges. Then there's after, where your customer wants to be. This is the to-be picture of all their aspirations, or as I like to refer to it, the promised land. And then there's the bridge, how you're going to move them from where they are now to where they want to be. And a big hint, this is you. Then we've got storytelling technique. Just like our brains are hardwired to act on emotion, they're also tuned to listen for stories. As explained by Harvard Business, there are chemicals like cortisol, dopamine, and oxytocin are released in the brain when we're told a story. It matters because if we're trying to make a point stick, cortisol assists with our formulating memories. Dopamine, which helps regulate our emotional response, keeps us engaged. And when it comes to creating deeper connections with others, oxytocin is associated with empathy, an important element in building, deepening, and maintaining good relationships. Stories ignite your audience's imagination. In its simplest form, storytelling technique requires you to get your characters right from the outset. There's the hero, this is your customer, always. There's the villain, this is the pain or challenge that they're feeling. It's not necessarily a person. And then the guide is you. And we have behavioural science. At its core, behavioural science is all about tapping into the brain's natural bias to engage your audience quickly. It's a vast subject matter, and if you want to learn more about it, I highly recommend the books by Richard Shotton. But a few techniques are cognitive fluency, so making the yes feel effortless and like the easiest choice. The power of 3, giving 3 options to avoid choice paralysis where there's too many to choose from. loss aversion, the knowledge that we feel negative things more than we experience positive gains. Social proof, the idea if 1,000 other people have gone before you, it's probably a safe choice. And then the pratfall effect, admitting a flaw in order to build trust with your audience. B2B copywriting always delivers value. It doesn't matter where you or your company is on your journey, B2B copywriting is always going to deliver great results. I've curated a list of articles about when and why you need B2B copywriting to support your ambition. There's lead generation, you might aspire to be a market leader, you're launching a new product or service, or perhaps you're hosting or attending an event, targeting a new sector, your company is heading for exit, maybe you're short on resources, or it's your new financial year, maybe you're new to the role, or you just simply want to maintain business as usual. If you have any questions on B2B copywriting, my inbox is always open. Just email hello@alicehollis.co.uk. Simply drop me a message and I'm happy to write you an answer, or we can set up a call to talk more, whatever you prefer. And if you're looking to hire a B2B copywriter, I can help with that too. So please get in touch to say hello and let's talk about your content needs.